it's just not, perfect, beautiful days and hanging out and just, typing on my laptop by the pool, like no problems. Well, hello, friend. It is day 52 of our trip, and we are currently still in Krabi, Thailand. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and this is my series of mini vlogs where I'm talking about my experience traveling and working abroad for an entire year. I know before we left on this trip, I had a lot of ideas about what this would really be like. And the reality of that is different. There's things I expected, there's things I didn't expect, there's ups, there's downs, there's a lot going on. And I really would have liked to have some more insight into what the daily experience is really like. I think it's helpful if you're someone who's thinking about doing some extended travel, and it's also helpful if you're someone who has been sucked in by the romantic aspect of traveling and working and being a digital nomad or whatever. Like, if that's something that has appealed to you and feels like a fantasy and it feels perfect and too good to be true, it is. I'm trying to share all of that because there are a lot of good things and there are a lot of bad things, and I'd like you to have the full picture. I'm hoping to take off some of the glamorized, perfect vision that people have about something like this. It's not perfect. It has its difficulties and it has its stresses. And honestly, today is one of those stressful days for me, for sure. It's only 9 a.m. right now, but honestly, to me, it feels like it's noon or later because I have been up since 5 a.m. And the reason I was up that early was I had to take a call. I had a really long call this morning and it went overtime too, so it was even longer than I thought it was gonna be. And it was good, we needed to do it. You might ask yourself, what kind of job does this person have that allows her to work remotely? I have been a full-time freelance graphic designer for a few years now. And right now I'm working with a couple of clients, and one of those in particular, we really needed to meet and get some things in order. There were different comments coming in from different people and we needed to have them all together and we needed to chat, and it was fairly urgent. So I had to get up at 5 a.m. in order to make a call with them. The meeting was useful, but man, was I tired. We also had to stay up late the night before in order to talk to people back in California at the beginning of their day. Because we had to stay up late and I had to get up so early, the amount of sleep I got last night was less than ideal. Not feeling my best this morning. And this is kind of what happens. When I've got a lot more meetings or a lot more calls, things that have to happen on San Francisco time, my sleep gets squeezed. This is a choice that I made. I chose to do this. I chose for us to be here and not necessarily in a more convenient time zone. So this is part of that trade-off. And I'm a person that really prioritizes my sleep. I have health ramifications that happen when I don't do these things. I'm grumpier. So sleep is really important to me. And yeah, I know people can get sleep deprived at their regular jobs for sure, but it's unfortunate when, in some ways my prime working time should be throughout the entire night. It's definitely not my favorite part about this whole experience that sometimes I've just run into the fact that I'm gonna have to really sacrifice a lot of sleep in order to do the things that I need to do to run my freelance business. That's just gonna happen sometimes. I know that and I'm prepared for it and I do it, but man, I'm really feeling it today. I do not feel great. I'm still super tired. I have a crazy headache right now, and there's still a ton of work to be done. So it's after all of that, after going through all these meetings and stuff like that, there's still so much more to do. And it kind of feels like I've done nothing but work for the past few days, which again, I signed up for this. I know I'm complaining, but also I did know I was going into this. But that's why I wanted to talk about this. is like, this is what you sign up for when you work as a freelancer or someone who's not working regular hours. You might think that being a freelancer, I can just sort of do whatever I want and I can work whenever I want. And to some degree, I do have a lot of control about when I work. That's the only reason this is possible to begin with. I still need to meet with people. I still need to work on their schedule. And that 9 to 5 window is particularly brutal when it comes to that timing where we are in Thailand. It mostly means that the primary time for meetings is from midnight to 5 a.m. When we decided that we were going to try working remotely and working on this other schedule, like that's part of what we signed up for. Sometimes we're going to be taking meetings, sometimes it's going to be really tiring. And then on top of that, we're going to have a lot more work to do after that, in order to make deadlines and get the things done for the people that we're working with. Sacrifices must be made. And, this also means like we're not going to be up to a lot of like cool, exciting, fun things. We're going to do what we can, and, there'll be some breaks to just get outside and like see the sun. Some of our days are super tiring where like I have a massive headache and I have a ton of work to get done, and I'm just trying to hang in there and deal with everything on my to-do list. That's also what this is. I hope that also gives you a little insight into the freelance life. It can be great, and there are things that I love about it, and there's things that I don't like about it. Now, for me, the things that I don't like don't bother me enough to give it up. Like I'm willing to make these sacrifices, and that's okay with me, because the other parts of it, the parts that work really, really well, I like them so much more that I'm willing to make that trade. Like I'm willing to give up my sleep, a thing I care about a lot, in order to make this whole picture work. But that's part of it. It's like, it's not this perfect vacation, restful experience all the time. This is one of those days where I kind of feel like crap and I just have to power through anyway. It's just not, perfect, beautiful days and hanging out and just, typing on my laptop by the pool, like no problems. It's not like that, where the internet here barely works and I'm having to get up at 5 a.m. to take calls, and, things aren't going through, and, everything's on fire. Like that's what it's like sometimes too. I wanted to share that with you to hopefully paint that picture more accurately, so like this is part of what you sign up for when you do this. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for keeping me company while I feel like crap, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Goodbye.